Hi guys, I'm here with a Victoria Cockatoo update. She's doing so much better today. Yeah, you are. You're doing so much better. I'm so proud of you. Hi. So yesterday she mutilated herself. She pulled a blood feather and there was blood and she just kept pulling her feathers. It was very scary. She wouldn't leave herself alone and she started picking at her stomach, which is something that she usually doesn't do, which terrified me. She has a little naked belly. So I was very worried because, these things, for those of you that have cockatoos, it can just, they can crash real quick, especially during nesting time. So I was trying to figure out, after I made all the appropriate phone calls, called Dr. G, got all that going. We left a message. Just trying to be a detective, right? Because that's what you have to do is when you're a bird parent, you got to be a detective. And so we know it's springtime. Victoria is due for an implant, a Dyslorian implant in May, so it's still quite too soon. She got it in December. She gets one every 6 months. And actually, I think May is kind of soon, but still, I'm going to ask Dr. G, maybe we can get it even sooner. So I was just trying to figure it out. And so what I did was I gave her pain meds, her anti-inflammatory meds. I gave her, so I gave them to her early, and we did some of her natural meds, and then we also did electromagnetic pulse frequency. There we go. I wasn't paying attention, and I did that, and look at, she gets nesty. You know what, when you have parrots, you have to be so aware how you interact with them, especially cockatoos. Look at that. Because, if we're not thinking about something and we're doing this or we're playing with their beak, that's all very stimulating sexually to them. And if you have a bird that is like Victoria, where their hormones just plague them and they go into nesting mode, that's really dangerous for them. They can start egg laying and all kinds of stuff can happen with that, so got to be really careful. They get egg bound. Victoria can't. She had a hysterectomy, but she can still produce egg yolk because that ovary is still in there, which we cannot remove. She would bleed to death. This was just an example of how you really have to be alert. So I have her on my lap right now, just so I can do the update. But as soon as I'm done with the update, she's going to be off of my lap because just this is too much for her at this moment. So with that, I do believe this yesterday was caused by hormones. Did I introduce you, Thomas? Here's Mr. Bueno. He's right here. You got a feather, huh? Oh, got a feather. Hey. Hi. So sorry. That was rude of me. And so I used the electromagnetic pulse frequency, the ring, which helps with inflammation. And when birds are hormonal, their bodies become inflamed. Their joints start to hurt. Their bones start to store that calcium, and there's a lot of discomfort and pain that can happen. And so that's what happens with Victoria. Actually, this is metal. This is metal. So once again, I'm gonna hide these because I don't want her taking a chip and swallowing some metal. My goodness, we got a Victoria Cockatoo proof everything. So I do believe that ring helped with inflammation, and for those of you that donated to her GoFundMe, I actually bought 2 rings for her, and that is where I got the money. Thank you so much. So that ring is because of you. And I also wanted to thank you. So many people sent some beautiful comments. They're praying for Victoria once again. They're sending out positive thoughts. Just having moments where you're just thinking about her, and that really helps. I know it does. So wanted to give you this update. She's looking good. The first thing that she saw so my mom had her sitting on her lap on the stairs. They were looking out the window for when I drove home. So right when I pulled up, I could see Victoria through the window, and she got so excited that she saw me. And I walked in the door, and there she was. Yes. So Grandma's been spoiling her. I got to be careful. Grandma has to be careful too, not to over cuddle, right? So hard. Because when she's just, there she goes. When she's like this, it's just so hard. You just want to comfort her, but then you can't. You look at that. You see how she's pressing against? See, that's what we're dealing with here. So I got to be so careful not to cuddle her and over mother her. But then it's like, I got to be so careful to really observe. I miss something, you know, she can become sick and I'm not observant enough. So that's why I got to weigh every day. It's a lot when you've got a parrot, especially during nesting season. Their bodies they're stressed at this time of year. And so their immune systems can drop. And so you just really got to be aware. Do you see his little wing? He's pinioned. I didn't do that, so I just want you guys to know. For those of you that don't know, his wing is pinioned. His abuser that had him before did that to him, so I didn't do that. So I know sometimes people think I did that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. It's terrible what was done. What was I saying? Every time I see Thomas's wing, it makes me gasp. Poor baby. Oh, but here we are. So she's panting. So it's just like, I'm gonna have to end this, but it's just, you know, when you got a parrot, you gotta be so aware. So aware. You gotta weigh them. You gotta make sure they get enough hydration, because nesting season just takes a lot out of them. And it's just like, if there is an underlying something happening with them during this time of year when their body's like extra stress, whoa, that's, sometimes it can flare up, whether it's avian ganglionitis, which she does have. So I gotta be sick. That's another reason I was panicked yesterday. I was trying to stay calm, but I was inside, I was freaking out. It's like, is she having a setback with that? Like, that's really serious. Is it flaring up? So it's a big deal. Right now, I don't think so. I truly believe it's hormones, but I have to be so careful with her. So I'm just thankful. Woo! Hi. I look terrible. I'm just so thankful for every day that I have her. And it's because of you and the big man upstairs, and I'm just so thankful for all of you. Oh, okay, with that, we're going to end it because this is making her worse. So, Victoria, how do we end this? VC strong, and what is it? Flock power. Yay, we love you guys. Thank you for everything. That was a very long Victoria Cockatoo. Everybody's probably asleep now. Update. Very long Victoria Cockatoo update. Can you tell? I have not slept. I didn't sleep last night. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Am I gonna sleep tonight? You're gonna let me sleep. Okay, I can't do that. You'll get too nasty. You're gonna let me sleep tonight? Can I sleep tonight? Please let me sleep. I need some sleep. All right, we love you guys. Bye. I've gone insane.